Hello kids, how are you all? Today we are going to continue chapter number 2, class 7, and whatever we studied last time, first we will revise because it will help us to go a step forward. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, process of nutrition. Yes, nutrition, you know the meaning of nutrition, the process of taking food and utilizing by body, or you can say the process of taking food and utilizing it. It is known as nutrition. And there are 5 steps of nutrition. Yes, how many steps? 5 steps. First step, you can see on the screen, ingestion. Yes, it is ingestion, not ingestion. It is not ingestion, it is ingestion. Second step is digestion. Yes, it is digestion, not digestion. It is digestion, digestion. Absorption is the third step. Fourth is assimilation. Fifth is digestion. Yes, if you have not attended last class, previous class, then please write down all these. Okay, don't forget to write. These are the 5 steps we studied last time, and we had also gone through the diagram of digestive system. We will see the definition of all these, then we will move forward. Okay, now let's move on the next diagram. Okay kids, as you can see the diagram. Yes, can you see? Yes. So we know that we can divide our digestive system into 2 parts. We can divide our digestive system into 2 parts. First is digestive tract, and second is digestive gland, or you can say associated gland. Yes, digestive tract is also known as alimentary canal. Okay, remember it, alimentary canal. We can also call it alimentary canal, and it is also known as digestive tract. And second part is associated gland. Okay, you can see the different parts of digestive tract. First is esophagus. Yes, check out the spelling of esophagus, ESOPHAGUS. Okay, remember the spelling, and it is also known as food pipe. Yes, second is stomach, you can see easily. Okay, third is small intestine. Yes, can you see? Next is cecum. Yes, cecum, and small intestine and large intestine also included. I did not write here large intestine, but large intestine is also part. Cecum, yes, cecum is actually attached to large intestine. Can you see? CAECUM. Yes, check out the spelling. Next is anus. Yes, can you see? Yes, these are the main part of digestive tract, and associated gland also, like salivary gland, pancreas. Okay, liver. These are associated gland. Okay, pancreas release pancreatic juice, saliva release salivary, and liver release bile juice. Okay, so remember the name, that saliva release salivary means a kind of juice, a kind of hormone, you can say. Bile is released from liver. Pancreas, it release pancreatic juice. Okay, but remember, I will not use the word release. Later I will use the word secrete. Okay, secrete is actually the correct word. Okay, now let's see the definition of digestion. So you already know about it, kids. What is digestion? The process of breaking down of complex food into simpler substances is called digestion. Yes, I think you might have written, but if you didn't, then you can write now. The process of breaking down of complex substance, yes, complex component of food into simpler substance is called digestion. We know that we eat different kind of thing like carbohydrate, protein, fat. So these are breaking down, yes, into simpler substance by a process. This process is known as digestion. Yes, actually enzymes, different enzymes are present which help to break down all these carbohydrate, protein, fat into simple molecule. Yeah, or you can say into simple substance. Okay, and the process of digestion in different in human, grass eating animal, amoeba, hydra. Yes, remember kids, the process of digestion is different in different animal. Yes, the process of digestion is different in different animal. Like human eat in a different way, amoeba eat in a different way, hydra eat in different way. So different animals have different process. Yes, the process of digestion in different is different in different. Okay, and digestion in unicellular like amoeba, as we know that amoeba is unicellular. Yes, so in amoeba the process of digesting is different. Okay, digestion in unicellular amoeba, unicellular animal like amoeba is intercellular. The digestive enzymes are secreted in the food vacuoles. Yes, if I talk about amoeba, amoeba actually eat in a different way. Yes, enzymes which are present which secrete some kind of juice which digest the food vacuoles, and the process of digestion in a unicellular animal like amoeba, it is known as intracellular. Yes, okay, we call it intracellular process. Okay, now let's see next point. So kids, we also studied about mouth. Yes, do you remember about mouth? The food is ingested through the mouth. Yes, we take food through the mouth. The mouth contains tongue, teeth, salivary gland. Yes, three main organs are present in our mouth: tongue, teeth, salivary, TTS, tongue, teeth, salivary. Okay, TTS. What is the work of teeth? It break down the food into small particle. Yes, there are 32 teeth in our mouth. It break down the food. Yes, and this process is called mastication. Yes, the process of breaking down food with the help of teeth is called mastication. Remember, what is mastication? The process of breaking down food with the help of teeth is called mastication. Okay, the chewed food is mixed with saliva. And what is the work of saliva? Saliva mixed the chewed food. The masticated food is mixed by saliva. Saliva is watery fluid secreted by the salivary gland. Yes, saliva secrete means release. Saliva secrete watery food means watery fluid. Saliva secrete watery fluid. It is a kind of juice. It is a chemical actually. Okay, remember, it is a chemical. So it is secreted by a organ. The name of organ is salivary gland. Yes, so saliva is secreted by salivary gland. So salivary juice is secreted by saliva. And what is present in it? Saliva contains a type of enzyme. Yes, it contains type of enzyme. Remember, saliva is secreted by salivary gland, or you can say a kind of salivary juice. Okay, and it contains enzyme called the salivary amylase. Yes, remember kids, this juice, this chemical actually contains an enzyme which name is salivary amylase, which convert starch into sugar. Okay, which convert starch into sugar. And in your book, what is written in your book? In your book, it is written clearly that saliva convert starch into sugar. This line is written: saliva convert starch into sugar. Okay, I hope you understood. Now Let's move on the next point. Okay kids, let's go through the tongue. Tongue. We know that tongue is a muscular organ. Yes, tongue help to mix saliva in the food. Yes, tongue help to mix saliva in the food. Yes. Suppose if we don't have tongue, then what will happen? It will be very difficult for us to eat. It will be very difficult saliva to mix. So tongue help us to mix saliva in the juice. It also help to push down food. Yes, it help to push down the food. It help to push the food through the esophagus, through the food pipe. Okay. And there are many taste bud are present, or you can say taste receptor are present. Taste bud, or you can say taste receptor. Taste receptor are present in tongue and give us the sense of taste. Yes, you can see in the picture at front of tongue, sweet buds are present, sweet receptor are present. So whatever you eat like chocolate or any sweet, it help to sense. Salty in the corner on both sides, salty receptor on both sides, so it helps us to recognize whatever if you are eating salty things. Okay, and bitter at last, okay, remember it. I hope you understood. Now let's see the definition of digestion, ingestion, absorption, assimilation. Okay, let's move on the next point. Okay, it's question number 1. What is ingestion? The intake of food is called ingestion. Yes, whatever you are eating, the process of eating, the process of taking food into mouth. The intake of food is called ingestion. What is ingestion? The intake of food is called ingestion, or you can say the process of taking food into the mouth is called ingestion. The process of taking food into the mouth is called ingestion. Question number 2. What is digestion? The breaking down of solid and complex food into simpler and soluble form is called digestion. Yes, remember kids, breaking down of solid and complex food into simple and soluble form is known as digestion, or you can say the process of breaking down complex food into simpler substance is called as digestion. It happens due to enzymes. So remember, the process of breaking down of complex food into simpler substance is known as digestion. Question number 3. What is absorption? The process of passing of digested food. The process of passing digested food into blood vessel in the intestine is called absorption. Yes, absorption. What is the meaning of absorption? Whatever you have eaten, first it will digest, then what will happen? It will absorb, means it will go through blood vessel into different parts. Yes, this is known as absorption. The process of passing of digested food means passing passing of carbohydrate, fat, vitamin. So these nutrients are passing through blood vessel. Okay, in the intestine, it is known as absorption. Question number 4. What do you understand by assimilation? Yes, after digestion, after absorption, what happens? Assimilation occurs. So what is assimilation? The conversion of absorbed food into complex substance such as protein and vitamin required by body is called assimilation. Yes. So after absorption, complex food such as protein, vitamin, so what happens with them? They are converted. So the conversion of absorbed food in complex substances such as protein and vitamin required by body is called assimilation. Okay. Now let's see the next point. Okay, it's question number 5. What do you understand by digestion? Removal of waste material from the body time to time from anus is known as digestion. Yes, digestion, simple meaning of digestion is removing waste material of our body. Digestion means removing waste material from our body. So removal of waste material from the body time to time through anus, or you can say from anus, is known as digestion. Okay, last question, question number 6. Then we will go on the new topic. Question number 6. What are the steps of nutrition involved in animal? Yes, what are the steps of nutrition involved? First is ingestion, second is digestion, third is absorption, fourth is assimilation, fifth is digestion. Yes, ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, digestion. These are 5 steps. Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and digestion. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's see the new topic. Okay kids, we are going to study about teeth. Okay, so you already know what is the meaning of mastication. Yes, do you remember? Means mastication means the process of breaking food into smaller particle. Yes, when you break down food into small one, then this is known as mastication, and it is done by teeth. Okay, now our topic is teeth. So our teeth, what does they do? What do they do? Sorry, what do they do? Teeth. Our teeth cut the food. Yes. Tear the food. Yes. Grind the food. Yes. Before we swallow it. Yes. Before it goes through our esophagus, means food pipe, we cut it, we tear it, we grind it. Remember, we cut it, we tear it, we grind it. So how is it done? It is done by teeth. And how many teeth are there in our mouth? Yes, there are 4 type of teeth in our mouth. Yes, there are 4 type of teeth in our mouth. So which are the 4 type of teeth? Incisor, yes, canine, molar, premolar. Okay, incisor, canine, molar, premolar. Okay, maybe you can read the word incisor, maybe you can read incisor, may read molar, some people read it molar. Okay, some students also read it molar. Okay, so incisor, you can see in the picture. Okay, so what is the shape of incisor? The shape of incisor is flat. Okay, and where are they present? They present at front. They lie in the front of the mouth. And how many incisor? There are 8. Okay, there are 8 incisor teeth, and 4 are in upper jaw and 4 are in lower jaw. Okay, so what is their work? They cut and bite the food item. Remember, they cut and bite the food. There are 8 incisor, 4 in upper jaw, upper part of mouth, and 4 in lower part of mouth, means 4 in lower jaw. And there are 8 incisor teeth. Their work is cutting and biting food item. Remember, their work is cutting and biting food item. Okay, and their shape is flat and chisel shape. Remember. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now let's talk about canines and premolars. Canines. So what is the shape of canines? Round shape. Yes, remember, the shape of canine is round and sharp pointed also. Okay, round, sharp, pointed. Remember, what is the shape of canine? Round, sharp, pointed. Round, sharp, pointed. Round, sharp, pointed. And how many canines are in our mouth? 4. Yes, remember, only 4 canine. There are 4 canine teeth found in human. 2 in upper jaw, 2 in lower jaw. 2 in upper jaw, 2 in lower jaw. Okay. Canines are well adapted to hold and tear the food. Yes. What is the work of canine? They pierce and tear the food. Yes. They tear the food just like lion and tiger tear the animal, the flesh. In the same way, canines help us. Yes. Okay. Now premolar. How many premolar are present in our mouth? There are 2 premolar on each side of each jaw. Yes, on each side of each jaw. Premolar help in crushing and grinding the food. It means it helps us to grind it like mixer. Yes, premolar help us to grind. Means just like mixer. premolar and molar work like just mixer. So there are total 8 teeth. There are total 8 premolar. Remember, there are total 8 premolar. How many canine? Only 4. How many premolar? 8. Means 4 in upper jaw, 4 in lower jaw. Okay. So remember these data. Okay. Try to remember. So what is the work of canine? Tearing, piercing and tearing the food. Just like lion and tiger do. And premolar crush and grind just like mixer do. Okay. Now let's see the next point. Next topic is molar. So how many molars? There are 2 molars on both side in the jaw. Yes, there are 2 molar. Okay. So total, if I talk about molar, there are total 12 molar teeth. Okay, there are total 12 molar teeth. Okay. They have almost a flat surface with a small projection. And these teeth are meant for grinding of food. Okay, point number 1. How many teeth? How many molar? 12. Remember how many molar? 12. Okay, including the wisdom teeth. Including the wisdom teeth. We will talk about also wisdom teeth. Okay, wait. What is the shape of molar? The shape of molar is flat. And what is the work of molar? Grinding, just like mixer. Premolar and molar both work for grinding. Okay, and there are total 12 molar teeth, including wisdom teeth, in an adult human. So what is the meaning of wisdom teeth? Actually, wisdom teeth grow in adult age. Means when you grow, when your age become 18, that time wisdom teeth start to grow. Why do we call them wisdom teeth? Because when we become 18, that time our thinking level also increase. That's why we call them wisdom teeth. Okay. The 4 molar teeth are also called wisdom teeth. Means how many wisdom teeth? 4. 4 wisdom teeth. The tooth is covered with a white substance called enamel. It is the hardest substance in human body. Yes, remember, our tooth is covered with white substance. Why our teeth are white? Because of enamel. Because of enamel, our teeth are white. Okay. So remember, there are 2 molar on both sides in the both jaws. They have almost a flat surface. These teeth are meant for fine grinding of food. There are total 12 molar teeth, including wisdom teeth. But if we remove wisdom teeth, then only 8 molar teeth. How many molar teeth? 8 molar teeth plus 4 wisdom teeth. Total 12. 8 molar teeth plus 4 wisdom teeth. Total 12. 8 plus 4, 12. Okay. I hope you understood. Okay. Now, whatever we studied, let's check out. Let's move on the next point. Okay kids, question number 1. How many types of teeth are found in human beings? There are 4 types of teeth found in human being. These are called incisor, canine, premolar and molar. Question number 2. How many incisors are found in adult human? There are 8 incisors. 4 in lower jaw, 4 in upper jaw found in adult human. Okay. Remember how many incisors? 8. 4 in upper jaw, 4 in lower jaw. Question number 3. What is the function of incisor? Incisors are used to cut and bite the food. Yes, incisors are used to cut and bite the food. Okay. Question number 4. How many canines are found in adult? There are 4 canine found in adult. Yes, there are 4 canine. 2 in upper jaw, 2 in lower jaw. And remember, what is the work of canine? Canine help to tear and pierce the food. Tear just like lion and tiger. Okay. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, what are milk teeth and permanent teeth? Okay. Humans get 2 sets of teeth in their lifetime. The first set erupt when we are babies, are called milk teeth. Yes. You know, when we were child, that time our teeth usually break down, and you can also feel it. Maybe you have some broken teeth in your mouth. Okay. Milk teeth last until we are about 8 years old. Yes, what are milk teeth? When we were child, that time, that first set of teeth that erupt when we are baby, that these teeth are known as milk teeth, and milk teeth last until 8 years old, and milk teeth are then replaced by second set of teeth which is known as permanent teeth. Yes, so what are, so permanent teeth replace the milk teeth. Yes, as we grow our teeth start to break down, means our milk teeth starts to break down, then permanent teeth start to erupt, and we have 32 permanent teeth, 16 in each jaw, means 16 in upper jaw, 16 in lower jaw. So milk teeth do not stay forever, but permanent teeth stay forever, so we should take care of them. Yes, we should brush twice in a day. So we, by taking care of teeth, we can save our teeth, we can protect our teeth. Okay, so remember it. Okay, it is not difficult topic, you can easily memorize it. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, let's see some more question. Okay, what is the function of canine? Yes, what is the function of canine? Canines are the type of teeth which have to hold and tear the food, or you can say tearing and piercing. It is written in your book. What is written in your book? Tearing and piercing. Okay, or it also hold. Okay, question number 6. How many premolars are found in adult human? Yes, how many premolars? There are 8 premolars found in adult human. Yes, there are 8 premolar teeth. Okay, what is the help? What is the work of premolar? It helps to grind, okay, and crush the food. Question number 7. What is the function of premolars? Question number 7. What is the function of premolars? Premolar help in crushing and grinding the food. Yes, remember, premolar helps in crushing and grinding the food. Okay. Question number 8. Question number 8 is how many molars are found in adult human? There are total 12 molars are found in adult human. Okay. Question number 9. What is wisdom teeth? Wisdom teeth are molar teeth. Yes, wisdom teeth are actually molar teeth. Remember. So they grow usually between the age of 18 to 21. Okay. And we know that there are 4 wisdom teeth. And if we include wisdom teeth in molar teeth, then total teeth are 12. Okay. There are total 12 molar teeth, including wisdom teeth. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's next question. How many teeth does a human adult have? Next question. How many teeth does an human adult have? A human adult has 32 teeth, 16 teeth in each jaw. Yes, 16 in upper jaw, 16 in lower jaw. You know about it. I no need to explain it. Question number 11. What do you understand by milk teeth and permanent teeth? Few moments ago we studied about milk teeth and permanent teeth. Can you tell me? Yes, human has 2 set of teeth. Yes, in lifetime, in human lifetime, 2 set of teeth grow. Yes, do you remember? Human gets 2 set of teeth in their lifetime. The first set erupt when we are babies. This is called milk teeth, and milk teeth last until we are about 8 years old. And milk teeth are replaced by second set of tooth known as permanent teeth. Okay, so human has 2 set of teeth. These are called milk teeth and permanent teeth. Milk teeth starts growing at the baby stage and are replaced gradually by permanent teeth from the age of 8 years. Okay, after 8 years, permanent teeth starts to grow. Okay. Question number 12. What is enamel? Yes, we also have discussed about it. The white substance that cover our teeth is called enamel. It is the hardest substance in human body. Yes. Which is the hardest substance in human body? Which is the most hardest substance? Enamel. Yes, remember. Okay. Enamel. It is the hardest substance. Yes, it is in white color. That's why the color of our teeth is white. Why are all our teeth white? Because of enamel. Okay. So I hope you understood. Now let's study one more topic. Let's move on the next point. Okay kids, first part of digestive tract is mouth. We have studied about mouth. Now next topic is esophagus. Check out the spelling of esophagus. O-E-S-O-P-H-A-G-U-S. Yes, this is the spelling of esophagus. Or you can also write the spelling without O. Okay, you no need to use O. You can also write the spelling E-S-O-P-H-A-G-U-S. Or you can write O-E-S-O-P-H-A-G-U-S. Okay, esophagus, it is also known as food pipe. Okay, you can see the picture clearly. It is a tube-like structure. What is the shape of esophagus? The shape is tube-like. Okay, not tube-light. I am saying the word tube-like. Okay, it is a tube-like structure connecting the mouth and stomach. Yes, it connects our mouth to stomach. Yes, it connects our mouth to stomach. Okay, and what is the length of esophagus? Its length is 30 centimeter. Maybe possible in different class you will study the different length. Okay, it is about 30 centimeter. Okay, long. Esophagus has powerful muscle which gently push down the food into stomach. Yes, actually in our esophagus, in our food pipe, muscles are present. Okay, which do rhythmic movement, means vibration movement. So because of vibration movement, whatever you are eating, it is gently pushed down. Okay, so our esophagus muscle continuously contract and relax, contract and relax, relax, contract and relax. Okay, means they become small and again large. Okay, so esophagus contracts and relaxes in a rhythmic fashion to facilitate the food movement of food. Yes, because of movement of muscles of esophagus, because of vibration of esophagus, the food moves forward. Okay, this movement happens in other part of alimentary canal as well as. Okay, this movement happens in other part of alimentary canal. Yes, in all different all parts of digestive system, this movement happen. This movement is known as peristalsis. This word is not written in your book. Peristalsis word is not written in your book. Peristalsis means movement of muscles of food pipe. Yes, continue rhythmic contraction and relaxation which help to forward food, continue vibration of muscles. This movement is known as peristalsis. And there is no digestion take place in esophagus. Yes, remember, no digestion occur in esophagus. It work only to pass the food. Okay, so it was all about. Now it's time to give you question answer. Okay kids, question number 1. What is the function of incisor? Yes, who will tell me what is the function of incisor? The function of incisor is just to cut and bite the food item. Okay, just to cut and bite the food item. And how many incisor? There are 8 incisor and the shape is flat. Okay, the shape is flat. Question number 2. How does food pass through food pipe? How does food pass through food pipe? We know the length of our food pipe is 30 centimeter. Food pipe has more powerful muscles. Yes, which gently push the food down. Yes, which push the food down by a method which is known as peristalsis method. Peristalsis method. What is peristalsis method? Contraction and relaxation of muscle in a rhythmic fashion to facilitate the forward movement of food. Okay. Question number 3. What is wisdom teeth? What is wisdom teeth? Yes, who will tell me about wisdom teeth? There are total 4 wisdom teeth. Yes, wisdom teeth are molar teeth that grow usually between the age of 18 to 21. Okay, Question number 4. What is the function of premolar? Yes, what is the function of premolar? What is the function of premolar? We know that premolar help to grind the food. Premolar help to grind the food. Okay, and there are two premolar on each side of each jaw, and they just work like mixture, and there are total 8 premolar teeth. Okay, there are total 8 premolar teeth. The remaining topic, small intestine, large intestine, we will study in next class. Okay, we will meet in next class. Till then, bye bye.